here. A few days ago, I was tagged by V-Renee to do the writing community tag. So here I am, I'm going to do the writing community tag. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so question number 1 is what drove you to find a writing community? I was actually drawn to the writing community right as I was first thinking about publishing the Scavenger. It kind of happened naturally because I was just so lost and I had this dream that I wanted to fulfill, but I had no idea where to even start. So I just Googled online how to publish a book, and I started finding these videos on YouTube by Kristen Martin and Mandy Lynn and Natalia Lee and all these people, and I started to watch them and started to find and discover other people and other people's journeys, and the writing community has been so awesome. I am so proud to consider myself a part of it, and now I'm on YouTube as well, inspiring other people the same way that the first YouTubers that I saw inspired me. It's a full circle and it's just absolutely amazing, and it's been such a great experience. Question number 2 is, how did you first get involved in the writing community? So I kind of answered that in that first question as well. So I was both driven to find the writing community and first found the writing community because I was just so totally lost and had no idea what to do. And that desperation and confusion led me to find other people that were in the same boat and were able to get through it. Question number 3 is, what are your favorite writing community platforms? So my favorite platform is probably Instagram. I post there the most and I just think it's so fun. I'm not a very artistic person myself, but being a part of the writers of Instagram community and watching people create these amazing posts has inspired me to try to step outside my comfort zone and be a little artistic as well. So if you'd like to follow me there, I'm on Instagram at JailWillowBooks. I also have a Twitter account which I use sometimes, but you can also receive notifications there about new YouTube videos and about blog posts and all that good stuff, so that's also JailWillowBooks. I'm also obviously on YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell icon so you hear about my newest videos. But Instagram is probably my favorite. I started on Instagram and holds a special place in my heart. Number 4 is, what are your best practices for interacting and connecting online? I feel like consistency is key when it comes to Instagram and especially YouTube. Making sure that you have a consistent posting schedule is super important to getting yourself out there and discovering other people. I also try to make sure that I'm commenting and liking on other people's posts, not just posting myself, because posting yourself gets you out there, but if you want to make connections and take full advantage of the community, you really need to be interacting with other people. Small comments have led to full-blown conversations with people, and I've gotten super close with so many authors just because I left a little comment on their post saying that, I don't know, I liked the book that they were reading, or that I liked their background or something like that. Something so small can lead to a conversation that who knows where it will end up, and sometimes it can be really cool what comes of such a small thing. So consistent posting and interacting with others is super important to taking full advantage of all that the writing community offers. Tip number 5 is other platforms that I might want to try. I have heard a lot of authors that are on Pinterest, and I made a Pinterest a little while ago for like prom dresses and stuff because I'm still in high school, but I know that there's a lot of writers that use Pinterest as vision boards and as aesthetics for their own work, and I might want to try doing that if I start doing something with sci-fi or with fantasy. At the moment, I'm strictly working in realistic fiction. The next 2 projects I'm looking at look like they're going to be realistic fiction, but for something that's a little more out there and that I'm going to be creating characters or scenery or places and such, I feel like Pinterest has a lot of great opportunities that I'd like to take advantage of. Question number 6 is, have you made any writing friends in person? So last BookCon, I met so many people. I met my good friend Zachary James, who we are actually going to be at BookCon 2019 together as well, so be sure to stop by our booth if you want to say hi. I was actually introduced to Zachary by Kristen Martin, who I consider one of my very good writing friends now. I first met her 2 book cons ago, and I remember I was so nervous, my hands were shaking when I was asking her to sign my book. I was at BookCon as a reader, just out and about, and I just started watching her videos, and I was so nervous to meet her, and now it's pretty cool that 2 years later, I'm on speaking terms with her, and we're gonna have adjacent booths at BookCon this year, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Last BookCon, I also met Mandy Lynn, who, again, I am very good friends with now. I was on her street team for She's Not Here. It was funny because when I first met her, she actually came up to my booth, and I knew that she was gonna be there, but it surprised me to see her in person after I had been watching her videos for so long. So BookCon was filled with writing people that I had no idea I would run into. I also had the privilege of meeting Megan at iWriterly at my Barnes & Noble signing a little while ago, and that was super cool because I watch her videos too, and she came up to me and said hi, and we started talking, and she's just such a great person. So I've met quite a few people in the writing community in person. Question number 7, how has the community helped you on your writing journey? When I first got into the writing community, I used it basically as a knowledge base because so many people had done what I wanted to do, and there's so many different ways to do it. So I was looking at the pros and cons and weighing what worked well for some people, what didn't work so well for others. But now I use it more as an uplifting and inspirational platform. Now that I kind of have things under control and I know what I'm doing, for the most part, I use it more looking at what other people have accomplished and keeping up to date, making sure that I know how people's writing journeys are going, and when things are getting a little rough, I reach out to them, and when things are getting a little rough for me, people reach out to me, and we all lift each other up. And I think that's super important, and it's been so great for me to see other people's in their highs and lows and ultimately accomplishing their goals. So it's changed over time and evolved how I utilize the resources that I have, but it's just been an overall awesome positive experience. So number 8 is to shout out any people in the community that have been super helpful or any positive stuff. So like I mentioned before, Kristen Martin, Mandy Lynn, Natalia Lee, Bethany Adazeta, iWriterly, all of these people, and I'm gonna list more, Zachary James, all of these people are just super uplifting and kind and talented, and I am honored to consider myself a part of the online writing community, Writers of Instagram, AuthorTube community. Everyone is so connected and down to earth, and writing is not easy, and it's so awesome to have so many people to rely on and to talk with and discuss things with. So it's just been such a cool experience. So make sure to check out all of those people's accounts and check out their work. They're all super talented. Also be sure to check out V. Renee's work, Civil Blood. I was on her street team as well, and she tagged me to do this challenge. She is super sweet, and I loved Civil Blood, so make sure to send her some love as well. For this tag, I don't have anyone in particular to tag. So if you would like to do the author and writing community tag, then be my guest. You are welcome. There's no rules or regulations. I'll list all of the questions below so you can do it on your channel. If you would like to buy my debut novel, The Scavenger, it is available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle editions. You can also buy a signed copy via the link in my website, and I'll leave that below as well. Thank you for stopping by. Bye!